Welcome to OK Mathematics class, training you to excel. Please support this channel by subscribing, give a thumbs up, and share with friends. Step by step to exam success. Step number 1, plan. 2, pray. 3, prepare. Number 4, preview. And finally, number 5, perform. We are looking at WASSCE May June 2012, questions number 1 to 5. Question 1 and 2, number numeration and geometry, fraction and trigonometry. Question number 3, geometry, circle geometry. Question number 4 on probability. Question number 5, plane geometry, area of a sector. We move straight to the first question in this presentation. Question number 1. Simplify the given fraction. 1b. Given that sin x is equal to 2 over 3, evaluate, leaving your answer in short form and without using tables or calculator, tan x minus x. Let's solve these questions together. Question number 1a. 1/1/4 plus 7 over 9. The numerator of the fraction can be simplified as follows. Change 1/1/4 to improper fraction. Then multiply across. 5 times 9 give us 45. 4 times 7 will give us 28. Then 4 times 9 will give us 36. On further simplification, that gives us 73 over 36. Then the denominator of the fraction. 4 over 9 minus 2 over 3 times 9 over 64. Change this to improper fraction and change this also to improper fraction. That gives us 13 over 9 and 8 over 3. Board mass requires that we handle multiplication. We must first of all multiply before we subtract. Now, simplifying, that yields 13 over 9 minus 3 over 8. On further simplification, 13 times 8 is 104. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 8, 72. Simplifying again, I have 77 over 72. Therefore, this fraction now, having simplified the numerator and the denominator, we now substitute. We have 73 over 36 divided by 77 over 72. Board mass require that we should change the division sign to multiplication and invert the fraction. And that gives us 73 over 36 times 72 over 77. That's after changing this to multiplication, then we invert the fraction. Then we are going to simplify. Dividing out 36 divided 72 is 2. Simplifying, we have 146 over 77. Our answer in mixed number is 1 whole number 69 over 77. Question 1b. Sin x is given as 2 over 3. So we now draw a triangle, and then we are going to fix this size or this dimension to the size of the triangle. The numerator here is the opposite of this angle given here. That means the opposite is 2. The denominator is the hypotenuse, the longest side of the triangle. That is the That is 3. Then this side is the adjacent. Let's represent it by A. We can now find A by applying Pythagoras theorem. A squared is equal to 3 squared minus 2 squared. A squared is equal to 9 minus 4. A squared is equal to 5. A is equal to root 5. So we will not change it to, we will not convert to decimal since we are going to leave our answer in short form. Tan x will give us 2 over root 5. Cos x will give us root 5 over 3. Therefore, tan s minus cos s will give us 2 over root 5 minus root 5 over 2. We are going to simplify this fraction by multiplying across and multiplying sideways. Three times 2 give us 6. Root 5 times root 5 will give us 5. Then root 5 times 3 will give us 5 root 3. So that gives us 1 over 3 root 5. That is the answer. But we can simplify this further by changing this, by rationalizing the denominator. That we do by multiplying the numerator by root 5 and the denominator by root 5. On further simplification, the final answer will give us root 5 over 15. So now we are done with question number 1. We move straight to question number 2. Sonny is twice as old as Wale. 4 years ago, he was 4 times as old as Wale. When will the sum of their ages be 66? Let's solve this question together. Let Wale's age be x years, and Sonny's age then will be 2x years. Now let's look at animation. Sonny is born, counting years. Now Wale is born, and both of them are adding years together. At the time we are talking, Wale is now x years, while Sonny is double, twice that year, 2x. 4 years ago, moving back step 4 years backward. Now Wale will be x minus 4 years, and Sonny will be 2x minus 4 years. Therefore, Wale's age 4 years ago will give us x minus 4 years. Sonny's age 4 years ago will give us 2x minus 4 years. But we are told in the question that Sonny's age 4 years ago is 4 times Wale's age. You can see it here, 4 times Wale's age. So now we're now going to find the relationship between the ages of these two boys. Sonny's age 4 years ago is 4 times Wale's years 4 years ago. So therefore 2x minus 4 will be equal to 4 into x minus 4. Simplifying this equation, we have that. Further simplification yield this. Collecting like terms, we have 2x is equal to 12. Therefore, x is equal to 12 over 2, or x is equal to 6. So therefore, Wale's age now is 6 years. And therefore, Sonny's age will be double of this 6 years, which is 12 years. Now, suppose the sum of their ages in k years to come is 66 years. It means Wale's age in k years time will be 6 plus k years, and Sonny's age in k years time will be 12 plus k years. Adding these two ages of these boys, that would total 66. Simplifying this expression, we are going to have 18 plus 2k is equal to 66. Therefore, 2k is equal to 66 minus 18, and that is 48. Therefore, we make k the subject and divide out. So, k will be 24 years. So, therefore, in 24 years, the sum of their ages will be 66. We are done with question number 2. We go straight to question number 3. Now the diagram is given. In the diagram, TU is a tangent to the circle. Angle RVU is equal to 100 degrees. RVU is 100. And angle URS 36 degrees. Calculate the value of angle STU. Now let's see how we can. Let's solve this problem together now. A. We reproduce the diagram. These two angles are equal. Angles in the alternate segment. So therefore, angle SUT is equal to 36 degrees. Reason, alternate segment. Now we're going to use this quadrilateral that is shown. And it's a cyclic quadrilateral. The opposite angles of this cyclic quadrilateral must add up to 180 degrees. So adding those two opposite angles will have 180, reason cyclic quadrilaterals. Substituting the values and then making angle RSU the subject. Angle RSU will give us 80 degrees. So that means this angle is now 80 degrees. Next is to find this angle here. So that's the angle that is highlighted now. We're going to find the value of this angle. Adding these two angles, 80 plus this angle, will give us 180. Angle on a straight line or straight angle. Substituting the value of the angle RSU calculated already here. Making angle UST the subject. Simplifying, angle UST is 100 degrees, 100 degrees. So now this angle here is 100 degrees. So now we're going to use this triangle that's highlighted now to find the required angle. Add all the three angles, this plus this plus this. That will give us a 180, sum of angles in a triangle. We substitute the values. Then we make angle STU the subject. Therefore, angle STU is equal to 180 degrees minus 136 degrees. Angle STU is 44 degrees. That's the solution to question number 3A. Next, we are going to solve question number 3B together. In triangle XYZ, side XY is 5 centimeters and side YZ is 8 centimeters and side XZ is 6 centimeters. P is a point on the side XY such that side XP is 2 centimeters and the line through P parallel to YZ meets XZ at Q. Calculate the value of QZ. First thing, we must sketch this diagram. In problem involving geometry, if you do not sketch the diagram, you will not score anything. So now we sketch. We label the triangle XYZ given. Then XZ we are told is 6 centimeters and XY is 5 centimeters and YZ is 8 centimeters. Now we are going to get the point P, and that is the point here. This side is parallel to this side according to the question. So this is the point P and this is the point Q. Then this 6 is for xz and this is for yz. Then we are going to label the side xp given as 2 centimeters. Now we have the diagram. Let's see how we can solve this question together. The triangle that is highlighted here is one of the 3 triangles that is formed by this shape. So triangle SPQ is identical to the big triangle now that is highlighted. So these 2 triangles are identical. Let's remove them. Let's bring them together and try to put them side by side so that you can see that they are similar. That's triangle SPQ with all the dimensions given. That's triangle XYZ with all the sides given. This side is similar, identical to this, similar to this. This side is similar to this, and this side is similar to this side. So now we're going to take the ratio of sides that are similar. This side, the ratio of this side that's shown to this side will give us 2/5, 2 centimeters divided by 5. Then we're going to take the ratio of this side to the ratio of this side. That is SQ/C. This is 6. SQ is not given, so we have to find the value of SQ. Cross multiplying, we have 5xq is equal to 2 times 6. Making SQ the subject, dividing 12 by 5, we have SQ as 2.4 centimeters. So the next is to calculate QZ. Remember, SQ is just a part of XZ. So, and XZ is divided into 2 unequal parts, SQ and QZ. Now substituting the values, as you can see, 2.4 plus QZ is equal to 6. Making QZ the subject, that gives us 6 minus 2.4. Simplifying further, we have QZ as 3.6 centimeters. So that's the value of QZ. Now we're now going to go to the next question, question number 4. A box contains 4 identical discs, which are either red or white. If the probability of picking a red disc is 1/4, calculate the number of 1. White disc, 2. Red disc that should be added so that the probability of picking a red disc will be 1/3. Let's solve these questions together now. 1a. The total number of discs in the bag, in the box, is 40. Now the probability of picking a red disc will be the number of red discs in the box divided by the total number of the red disc of the disc in the box. Probability is given in the question as 1/4. Now let's represent the number of the red disc as x, while the total number of discs in the box is 40. Cross multiplying, 4 multiply x will give us 4x, and 40 multiply 1 will give us 40. Making x the subject, x is equal to 10. So therefore in the box we have 10 red discs. Now the number of white discs in the box will give us 40 minus the number of red discs, which is 10. Solving that equation, the number of white discs will be 30. Suppose we have R red discs added to the number of discs in the box. The total number of red discs will now be 10 plus R, while the total number of discs in the box will now be 40 plus R. So therefore, the new probability of picking a red disc will give us 10 plus R divide by 40 plus r. On further simplification and substitution, we have 1 over 3. The new probability is given by 10 plus r over 40 plus r. Cross multiplying, we have this, and cross multiplying the other side, we have 40 plus r. Now, simplifying, collecting like terms, 3r minus r will give us 40 minus 30. So 2r will give us 10. Making r the subject and dividing out, r is equal to 5. So therefore, the number of red balls or the red disc that must be added to the box so that the probability will be 1 over 3 is 5. Number 4b. A salesman bought some plates at 50 naira each. If he sold them for 600 naira and made a profit of 20% on the transaction, how many plates did he buy? Let's solve the question together. Let the number of plates bought by the salesman be P. The cost price then will be 50p naira. The cost price in percentage will be 100%. The selling price we are told in the question is 600 naira. The selling price in percentage will be cost price 100% plus profit 20%, giving us 120%. Taking ratio of the cost price to the selling price and the cost price in percentage to the selling price in percentage, we are going to have 50p over 600 will be equal to 100 over 120. Remember, 100 is the cost price in percentage and 120 is the selling price in percentage. We move to the next slide to continue the solution. So now we are going to have 50p over 600 is equal to 100 over 120, as we have already established. Solving this equation by cross multiplication, you have this, and multiplying across the other side, we'll have this. Then making p the subject, we have p is equal to 600 times 100, all divided by 50 times 120. Therefore, using calculator to evaluate this, p will give us 10 plates. So the answer to this question is 10 plates. Now we move straight to the last question for this presentation, question number 5. In the diagram below, O is the center of the circle and XY is a chord. If the radius is 5 centimeters and XY is 6 centimeters, calculate correct to 2 decimal places the angle which XY subtends at the center O. Area of the shaded portion, this area. Now let's solve this problem together. The A part of the question. We copy the diagram. Then we are going to draw a perpendicular bisector of the chord XY. And that's the one that's highlighted in red. The yellow one is the 5 centimeter, the radius of the circle. And while the X to this line will give us half of the chord, or half of 6 centimeters. So we are going to calculate this angle. Half of the angle at the vertical part of this triangle that is formed. Sin theta will give us half of the chord, which is 3, divided by the radius of the circle, which is 5. Dividing out to have 0.6. Using calculator, theta will give us 36.87 degrees. But we know that if this is theta, this other side of the triangle is also theta. So therefore, the angle formed by the triangle XOY at the point O, that is angle XOY, will be 36.87 degrees multiplied by 2. So therefore, angle SOY is equal to 2 theta. And that will give us 2 times the value of theta we have calculated here. Using calculator to multiply out, you have 73.74 degrees. Now we're going to find the height of this triangle. because we need this height to be able to calculate the area of that triangle. So applying Pythagoras rule, we are going to have h squared is equal to 5 squared minus 3 squared. Simplifying, we have h squared is equal to 16. Therefore, the height of this triangle will give us 4 centimeters. We go to the last question, the last part of the question. Area of the segment, that is the one in blue. The area of the segment is given by the area of the sector that is shown now minus the area of the triangle that is already highlighted and are dropped. So now we're now going to put in the values we have here to be able to calculate that. See, that's what I said. Area of the segment is equal to the area of the sector minus the area of the triangle that is highlighted now. So that gives us the area of this segment. So we are going to make our substitution into this formula. Area of the segment will give us the area of the sector is 2 pi, the angle subtended by the sector at the center, over 360 times pi r squared over 1 minus the area of the triangle, half base times height. Half base, the base is xy, and the height is the h that we have calculated at this point. The area of the segment then will be the simplification of this. We make correct substitution into this formula. We have this as shown, as you can see on the screen. Using calculator to evaluate this, key in all these numbers in your calculator. You have 16.094, and then using calculator to evaluate this, you can 2 divide 6 is 3, and 3 times 4 is 12. Then you have this. Therefore, the area of the segment will give us 4.094 square centimeters, and that will be equal to 4.09 square centimeters to 2 decimal places as required. That brings us to the end of this presentation. Thank you for watching. Training you to excel. Please support this channel by subscribing. Give thumbs up, give a thumbs up, and share with friends. Thank you, and look forward for the next presentation as you subscribe.